Well, hello, boys and ghouls. I didn't see you working stiffs sitting over there. Welcome to the creek. Tonight's a very special occasion. It's our big Screamier. Ha ha ha. I cracked myself up. Okay, moving on. I'm your host, Mr. Creeks, here with another scary tale crappy ending. And tonight's tale is exactly that, and it comes from a rooftop in Orlando, Florida. This one will really make you want to raise the roof. Okay, guys. So it started out like any other night, playing video games and things like that. We had been talking about spirits and shit like that. So I'm sitting with my roommates, and one says, "Hey man, do you think if we called on a ghost, it would show up?" And me being a skeptic I am, I said, "Nah, but go ahead and try." Now keep in mind, we hear weird creaks in the house all the time. I mean creaky creaks, shit like that, bro. So he said out loud, "If there are any spirits here, knock 3 times." And I could have swore I heard a light knock. One roommate agreed. He said, "Yeah, I heard that." So the other guy said, and I quote, "What kind of bitch ass knock is that?" I, this guy. Okay. Anyway, back to the story. So he smiles and was opening his mouth to say something, and all of a sudden we hear a slam on the roof 3 times. Boom, boom, boom. Scared the hell out of us. But not just any old slam. It sounded like a body fell out of the sky 3 times and hit the roof. So we all jump up out of our skin. I mean, heart rate on 1,000,000. And in the living room, we have it's not a skylight window, but like a outside basement type small set of windows on the roof, all around. And naturally, we looked up. I spotted a figure in the window. As soon as we saw it, we ran to the front and back to try and trap who or whatever it was. But when we got outside, there was no one or thing on the roof or around the house. I mean, shit. We even got out the ladder, and there was nothing. So we went back inside, and as we sat in the common area, staring in silence at each other, a dark figure walked in and stared at the roommate that called. I couldn't move. I was frozen stiff. It dragged him up the wall and into the ceiling. It was horrifying. He was reaching for anything and screaming, begging and crying. I was frozen. This thing dragged him by the feet like into the ceiling. It scarred me for life. He just disappeared. I mean, we looked upstairs over and over, checked the roof. He was just gone. So eventually, the family contacted us, and they called the cops, all that shit. But we maintained our story that he left one night to meet someone and never returned. They did a search into us all and interviewed us story. I mean, would you explain what really happened? Yeah, neither would I. What a stupid human. He taunted the wrong entity and learned the hard way about who's the bitch and why you should not raise the roof. Well, that was an interesting story. The entity he saw is known as a shadow figure. Calling one a bitch isn't a bright idea, as we learned here today. Okay, my little creaky creepers, I have to go. I see some lost souls that might need some company. Hey, you! Souls, get over here. Oh, and remember, if you can sleep, then you clearly haven't visited the creek. Get back here. I won't hurt you.